I do not know why, but this video feels much more like a Halloween special than the actual Halloween special I did. Huh. Anyways, hey, hello, it is I, Kurb, your fellow Hololive lore enthusiast, and welcome to Let's Break My Mind to the Brink of Insanity. In today's menu, HoloweEN, released on, you guessed it, Halloween. I mean, one of the stories was released on Halloween, but it was still... You know what? Forget it. This announcement caught many people by surprise because we didn't think we would get these short horror stories like this. And what makes it even more special is that it was written and storyboarded by Holo Council's very own Irys, who's known for having written some really good roleplay ASMRs.
Is that so? That is quite troubling indeed.
But my questions are, what do these stories mean? Are they connected? Do they tell a bigger story? And my answer to most of these questions is... yes. Let us begin. The first video to ever be posted was Origin, featuring the members Amelia Watson, Gura, and Irys. These three are students, but something weird has happened lately. A lot of their classmates, friends, have disappeared due to this website where if you put your name, you'd be, quote-unquote, saved. Doesn't sound that great. Later in the video, Ame's curiosity takes the better of her and puts a name on the website. Not hers, but Gura's. The next morning comes around and we see that Gura has disappeared. Fauna, in a moment of panic and distress, tries to convince Watson to put her name in the website. And lo and behold, she does, and what she meets is truly chilling. I'll let the scene speak for itself as it's frightening.
Gura? You're okay?
Are you surprised?
No, it's just... you weren't at class today.
Did you think something happened to me? Because you put my name in that website?
How do you know about that? What is that?
What do you think it means to be saved? You think it means you'll wake up in paradise? You know that all your friends have gone missing. Did you think about that when you put my name in? Did you think about anything at all?
No.
Did you know Fauna put her name in after what happened today? She looked so happy when she saw me, but she put her name in. I had to. I had no choice. I didn't want to be alone. To lose everyone. But you've left me with no choice.
Gura, you don't have to do this. I won't leave.
And boom! You know, watching this video at 4 AM when it came out was something, but seeing it clearly and being conscious about what's happening, it's really terrifying. Fauna, how do you wake up and decide to write this? You good, girl? Wanna talk about it? Now this video, holy shit! Our main characters here are Bae, Callie, Irys, and Kiara. Here, these four are actually idols, so there's a quick break in continuity, it may seem. Bae has been troubled lately. She says that she's feeling watched all the time. Not by people, but by something. Later, in the bath, there's this moment where Bae looks dead at the camera and asks,
"Why are you watching me? Who are you?"
Only for it to be interrupted by a worried Callie. The next day arrives, it's time for the show, but before even having a chance to perform, Bae breaks down as a big ass eye stares at her, leading her to faint. She wakes up, Callie's right by her, but...
What happened?
I don't want you to worry about that anymore. Everything is going to be okay now. Hey, you okay? You're bleeding. Oh, this? I just wanted to make sure you'd be okay. That you wouldn't feel watched anymore. What? What did you do?
I got rid of them all. For you.
Holy fucking shit, I swear I was freaked out watching this video. The contrast of the cute wholesomeness of Irys and Kiara and the horrifying affairs happening to the other two was something, I'll tell you that much. This video in particular felt so scary for me as I'm scared of being watched myself, especially when alone, but this felt much more real, I guess, and freaky. God, I love it. This is the last video and the one that ties up the whole story. You'll see. Our main characters are Crony, Ina, and Mume. This time Crony seems like a journalist, Ina is a scientist, and Mume is... something. So the video starts with Ina doing some type of experiment with Mume, reassuring her that she won't be forgotten. And then we continue with the part that struck me the most.
The disappearances of those students, the idol mutilations. It all leads back to you. HoloweEN Industries.
Which means that all the videos are connected. Disappeared students, Ame, Fauna, and Gura. Mutilated idols, Bei, Kali, Kiara, and Irys. This caught me by surprise because this means that the content of all videos are related in a way. As Crony enters, she meets Ina, the director of HoloweEN Industries. She interrogates her to seek answers to what's happening. It all runs back up to the observer effect, the effect of changing reality by just watching. So she asks, what if that effect could be the same for them? It only takes to attract an observer, and what's more, these experiments, deaths, agony, cruelty are an amazing attractor. We then get to see what Ina was experimenting with Mume for in the beginning. And sorry for breaking the immersion, but Jesus Christ, did the artist do this Mume well in every single way possible. And everything ends up with what may seem like reality breaking and Mume's last plea of
Crony, fix this.
And Crony wakes up again in the VTuber reality, where we see how everyone is there. Fine. And thus concludes the miniseries. So, let's get the elephant in the room out of the way. Are these stories canon? No, I don't think so. In the description, it clearly says that these videos are meant to be the HoloweEN girls in an alternate universe, which is something I'll come back later on to talk about. Either way, let's start talking about this observer effect. Just in case, I searched it on Google and oh my god, it actually exists.
The observer effect is the fact that observing a situation or phenomenon necessarily changes it.
And what Ina said about how cruelty is an amazing attractor for this observer effect, I think she meant that by doing cruel things, it attracts these observers who may want to watch the result. They want to know what happens next, and their expectations grow. So thanks to those expectations of the observers, the situation may turn up in their favor or not. And speaking of Ina, she looks like one of the only people who actually see and know who these observers are, and literally talks to them.
That worked on you, didn't it?
Who is the other person? Of course, the one whose whole chapter was about being observed, Bei.
Why are you still watching?
She may not know who the observers are, but she can definitely see them, and they are represented by this big ass eye. And this brings up the fact that eyes have been really prominent in these videos. At first, in Origin, the website had an eye as an icon, and in Oculus and HoloweEN, both video titles were references to eyes, with Oculus literally meaning eyes, and HoloweEN being a creature depicted as an eye, who is actually a choir of angels and is referred in the second book of Enoch as the many-eyed one. Jeez, fuck. Like, holy shit, that's actually such an awesome attention to detail because you can tell these stories were meant to be connected from the beginning. Nonetheless, Ina is really trying to experiment with this observer effect, to try and not be forgotten, to be saved. But why? Why is it such a big deal to try and save these people from the observers? Because the people who are saved return to their original universe. Yes, I know, bold claim. In the beginning of the breakdown, I said that this was the HoloweEN girls in an alternate universe. What if maybe they return to the OG universe they come from after fulfilling the role the observers want? If you have noticed, in all videos there's no happy ending at all. Origin ends with Ame and Fauna presumably dead, and Oculus has everyone but Bei take their eyes out, as we know. In HoloweEN, it's thanks to Crony, the Time Warden, that they turn back the clock, and maybe reunite in another universe where everyone doesn't know what happened, except the people that were there together, that went back in time together, Mume, Crony, and Ina. And this rounds back the question of, who are the observers? Well, it's us, the viewer. We watch these videos. We want to know what happens next, the outcome, the solution. And these cruel situations, like horror stories, are an amazing attractor. That's why at the end of the series, Ina asks,
You'll still watch, won't you?
because since what's coming isn't necessarily cruel or attractive, she asks if we still watch even if they aren't put in situations where we want to see the outcome, because we know that as an observer, we can change what happens next.
Thank you.
But hey, that's just a theory, a holo theory. Thanks for watching. I'm such a dumbass, but this shit. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video. It has been a fun year, and I'm really glad that I was able to end the year with this video exactly, because I've been really eager to talk about it, but my motivation, as I said, was in hell. So basically I had to do something new, or I had to work on the HoloweEN. Holy shit, there's a car outside. It's fine now. So thank you for watching again, and see you in 2023. Kurb out, bitch.